So let's ask some questions. Can anyone locate this mantra in any book? Any like pre-modern book? Sanskrit text? Anyone? Any ideas? Yeah?
Yes, in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Srimad Bhagavatam? Yeah. And can you name the context also?
Yeah, it was given to Dhruva Maharaj
Yeah.
by Narada.
Okay, very good. So this is actually one of those few cases, very rare cases, where a teacher is actually initiating a student. Like, here is your tool for practice, here's your mantra, and this is a mantra, and you should recite it. And usually it is the case that when mantra is given in an initiation, it's kind of confidential, not something to be advertised around. There are actually a couple of things that practitioners usually seek to keep secret. One of them is the mantra that one is using. The other one is one's teacher. And then, like, why exactly is that the case? Because it's helpful if you keep something which is very dear, important to you, confidential, kind of like a secret, then it helps to maintain this kind of focus, like I'm appreciating so much that I'm not sharing this publicly anywhere. Because when it comes to mantras, they are meant to do what? Manas trayate. What does that mean? What's manas? Yeah.
Mind.
Yeah. And what's trayate? What does that mean?
Crossover.
Crossover. Yeah, very good. So it can mean crossing over the mind or liberating the mind could also be explanation. So you want to liberate your mind from ordinariness. Okay, that's it. But our mind is dealing with ordinary life, morning till evening. And the mantra is a tool which is meant to uplift the mind beyond the ordinary, beyond the mundane, beyond the secular. And the mantra itself is a powerful tool, but then there's something else, namely how you are doing it. Have you ever tried studying something where you have actually decided before you start with the studies that I'm not interested in this, but somehow I have to do this? Anyone in the school, some of the subjects? Yeah. So compare this to when you have like, oh, I'm really interested in this, I want to like put my best effort. Isn't it like it's a big difference? So if you actually decide I'm not going to learn anything, then you probably won't. So it's the same thing with mantras. If you bring in this kind of ordinariness into it, like, yeah, this is just about the same as reading a newspaper, chanting a mantra, reading a newspaper. Like, if you bring this kind of attitude, then it filters into the practice, and it will take much longer time to get the full benefit out of it. Conversely, if one maintains this kind of aura of sanctity, this is not an ordinary thing, I will approach it as a sacred practice, then it will give result much faster. So therefore, most often it is the case that when you receive a mantra, then it's supposed to be secret, not to be shared publicly. So for that reason, this is very special, because you have a mantra which is kind of a secret mantra, but still there it is in the pages of Bhagavatam. So these such mantras are very special. So let me now illustrate with the circle. Like the confidential mantras which you only get directly from the teacher and you're not supposed to share it with anyone. Like there's a small circle. It's kind of you have to prepare yourself, then you get initiated, then you get the confidential mantra, then you practice, and then it gives the result. But then there's a large circle mantras which are available for everyone, but they are not less effective. So since we are now doing mantras which nobody is required to have undergone an initiation, so I thought I would point out that the mere fact that we are using mantras which are kind of public property doesn't mean they are less powerful. These are very selected few mantras. They are very special. Another one, well-known, even better known one is a mantra which is found in Kali Shantarana Upanishad, which goes. Does anyone know which mantra I'm talking about? Yeah, how does that go? Maha mantra. You are not allowed to answer. No, somebody else. You also used your share. Anyone else? Yeah. Yeah. And guess what? It's the other way around. It starts with Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You know, I want to steer some controversy. But actually, in Kali Shantarana Upanishad, it starts with Hare Rama, and then after that comes the other line, Hare Krishna. So why is everyone chanting it Hare Krishna first, or most often? Like, not everyone, but most people. Why is that? There are at least two theories. One theory is that there are different manuscripts. In some manuscripts it starts with Hare Krishna, and in other manuscripts it starts with Hare Rama. Okay, like that's one theory. There's another theory. I like the other one more. So that's a Upanishad. Upanishads are sacred and confidential text. There's kind of secret wisdom which is to be studied privately with a teacher somewhere outside of mainstream of the society. Okay, so that's basically what Upanishadic teaching usually means. Okay, now we have an Upanishadic text which is essentially saying in this age of Kali, people have no chance to achieve the perfection of spirituality except with this mantra. And then you have this Hare Rama and then Hare Krishna. Okay? Now consider this. It's Upanishadic mantra, so it means it's not to be shared with everyone. At the same time, it's saying this is the only chance for all people. So what are you going to do? Well, one tricky thing that you can do is to reverse it, because then it ceases to be. Now you change the order, which means it's no longer in that context. You're changing the order means it's available for everyone. How about that? That's a tricky thing. Now everyone is allowed to do it, because it's strictly speaking you are reversing the order, so it's kind of the same mantra, but because you are doing it the other way, now it's kind of, we can relax the rules now. What?
It's not against Shastra, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's no violation of rules, but it's not any less effective for that. Arguably, we could say it's even more effective, because there's mantra, you have the letters, but then it's amplified by the teacher who is teaching it. Okay. So now the particular person who shared this first in West Bengal and then all over India, and now finally it's spread all over the world, is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So just to show an example, he learned the mantra from his teacher, but he is the one who propagated it all over the world. So it's authorized. It's Upanishadic, it's secret, but everyone can do it at the same time. Let's try that out, because yeah. What? Preferably yes, unless somebody can play like really quietly. Is it okay? I don't mind, but usually it's better. So everyone who wants to join, clap your hands. Hand clapping is a good way. Do you know what clapping of hands in Kirtan does, except creating a rhythm? It destroys karma. You know, just like I don't suggest doing that like flies or mosquitoes. Clap, clap, clap. They just lost a big chunk of karma every time you clap hands.